Don't you hate it when someone is tailgating you or talking or texting on their phone? Wouldn't it be nice just to smash into them with virtually no consequences? Well then, this game is for you.
This was one of the first 360 games that I bought. It was also one of the two that got stolen from me by some girl that liked to try and ruin my life because she was a psychotic bitch. A friend of mine had Burnout Revenge on the original Xbox, and suggested that I get it for the 360 and we would play it a lot at my house. And when he got his 360, I went to let him borrow it and it was gone. I haven't played it since then until now, as this game was hard to get a physical copy of, as they weren't offering games digitally as commonly as they are now. Burnout Revenge was made by Criterion Games. They're mostly known for making all the Burnout games and a few Need for Speed ones. Revenge is also the second to last main Burnout game, with Paradise being the last of the main series and Burnout Crash being a spin-off. This is going to be a very short review because this is a pretty simple game. The graphics for the 360 version are okay. They were good for their time, but now they look kinda dated. The music is pretty great and it reminds me a lot of Crazy Taxi. The cars all handle really well. I found that I was able to drift without a problem and rarely lost control of the car while moving at really high speeds, even when boosting. I wouldn't expect anything less from Criterion anyway. These types of driving games are their forte. The main objective of the game is to drive fast and to smash into things, and there are several different modes in which you can do this in. You can do it in racing modes where you're up against 5 computer-controlled cars, and you want to check them into walls, or check them into other cars, or smash other cars on the road into them. Taking out other cars allows you to fill up your boost meter, which allows you to go the max speed of the car that you're driving. Some modes have time limits, giving you only a minute to cause as much destruction as you can, but the time limit can increase with the more damage you do or the more cars you manage to take out. Some modes have destruction challenges where you need to crash into an area and cause as much monetary damage as you can. You'll even be able to make your car explode for extra damage. The flow of the game is just completing challenges and going on to the next, so you're able to go to the next objective pretty quickly. And the better you do, the more stars you earn, which increases your rank to unlock more challenges. But there really isn't that much to this game other than it being a fast-paced destruction derby type of game. The only thing I didn't like is that if you crash, it takes too long to respawn on the road. While it's only a few seconds, those few seconds are very important in a race or when you're on a time limit. Sometimes I'm looking at the wrecked car and thinking, yes, I know I screwed up, let's get back to the game now. But if you get taken out by another car, you seem to respawn almost instantly. Burnout Revenge is very, very fun and it's a great game. However, it can get pretty boring really quick. After about 2 hours, I found myself getting really bored with it and shut it off. It's a game that I recommend you play in short bursts instead of extended play sessions. It's a fun game to have, and you can get it for $15 off the Xbox Live Arcade for the 360, for which $15 is the second cheapest option. The cheapest being getting a physical copy of the original Xbox One. A physical copy of the 360 version can run you about $20 to $25, while the PS2 version is the more expensive one, running about $40 to $45.
Burnout Revenge is a game where you can just shut your brain off and enjoy the carnage. It's fun in short bursts and is probably a really good anger management tool.